EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down, Landry. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
To throw on 2nd down, Landry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Landry. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
1st down, Falcons.
From the gun, Landry. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Landry. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the ball. And right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Landry. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
7. Colts.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 70 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Atlanta.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Landry. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
86.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again, Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Landry. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Landry complete to Watson, the tight end.
Landry.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Throwing
on 3rd and long. Landry. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Falcons.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Score, Falcons 14, Colts 7.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about...
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays... Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Taylor. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow?
This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Taylor, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21. Colts 14.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Eason to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on 2nd down. Landry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he stopped immediately there.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Landry, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy. because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Eason sets to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action with Eason. Open man is Kirk, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eason on second down. Looking for Campbell down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 43 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're saying. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Landry. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second and 1 at the Falcons.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun is Eason. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the whip. 25, check Torrey, 17.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check 4, check 4. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Right, 55. Check 55, Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Second down. Here's Eason. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Not today, you know. Not today. Hey, check Mike. Hurt.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Landry. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Landry. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run with Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
55. 3 ball. Kill.
Again, it's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Landry. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. A quick toss outright. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Landry. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
45 to Mike. 45. 45 to Mike. Rip left. 45 to Mike. 45.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on second down. Landry airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Landry took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on 3rd down. Landry finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. From the gun, Landry. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of
a good pickup there, a 22.
Down, Atlanta.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Landry. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Landry looking downfield for Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
For Julio Jones, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Landry. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keelan Doss, 39 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't played before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Eason. Ebron caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
47-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Too little, Cap. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, 18, 11. Watching your grind. Switch up.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's put him on. Put that team on the clock.
The give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
45 on the mark. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. 45, mark, 45. Okay, double up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Eason. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 3rd down, Eason. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Landry. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
Complete.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Landry. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st down, Atlanta.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And 11 at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Landry. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again they run with Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Landry. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.